it do? Beer Gang Bacon Bits, beautiful people. Your girl, poet, WPGC TV. Let me just tell you what a time to be alive. I'm in the presence of friendship, brotherhood, and greatness. Jussie Smollett in DC. Finally, the Summer of My Music tour is here. Had to wait for him to tour Europe. We'll talk about that in a minute. But tonight, U Street. Wow. Gone a long way from the Mighty Ducks to U Street. It's been, woo. So first off, congratulations.
I love you.
Some of my music dropped March 2nd, and you have been gone with the wind fabulous.
I don't know about all that.
Actually, it's been really fabulous to watch. But so from the album you toured Europe, how was that experience for you?
It was incredible. It was so many different people. All the black people that's in Germany.
Surprise! We everywhere.
Really, everywhere. We are everywhere. No, it was really, really beautiful. It was, every show was sold out. You always kind of go and you're like, I don't know, like, am I known in this country? Do they watch the show? Do they know my music? But they did, and they were wonderful. Everybody, every single night was just wonderful. We did 3 dates in Germany. We did Frankfurt, Berlin, Cologne. We did in France, some dates in France, Orléans, Cannes. We did Geneva, Switzerland. We did so many dates. We did Dubai before we went to Germany. It was dope. It was dope. In December, we'll do Africa. We're going to do like 11 nations in Africa.
I love it. So I have to ask, did you find any hidden treasures, like the little spot you found in Zurich where you came up with the croissant, French toast?
Oh, my God. You read the book.
I read everything.
You really read the book.
So I must know, did you find any hidden treasures? I'm about to take my little vacay.
Yeah. I believe, I want to say it was Berlin. We found a bomb Turkish restaurant. And so from that moment on, every single place that we went out after a show, I was asking to just find me a bomb Turkish restaurant. It just has like really good white fish and salad.
I'm told that when you travel, you're supposed to ask the folks that live there, where do you go to get your favorite whatever?
Do.
Because
you definitely do. You don't go. You certainly don't ask the hotel. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You go and you go to the hookah spot and you say, "Yo, where's some good? Man, we gotta get that good fish. We gotta get that
lemon pepper wings.
Lemon pepper. And where can I get that sticky honey chicken wings like at BBQ?"
Shut up. Now, when you're on tour, is there a piece of home that you take with you? Like, when I travel, I take a picture of my mom. I don't want to hear anybody's mouth about this. And I prop it up somewhere in my hotel. Do you take anything that's like off stage? I've seen my tribe. I'm going to relax. Is there a favorite, like, hoodie, blanket, pair of socks, person?
There's, I have a monkey, a stuffed animal monkey that I've had since I was a year old. And it has traveled more places with me than any human being I know.
Aww.
It's gone everywhere with me. It's been all over the world. Yeah.
I want to be that monkey. Earlier, when I mentioned Zurich, we talked about the family cookbook. I actually like it. Recipes and Moments is the perfect way for that because it's kind of like, when you eat, it's an experience and you fellowship.
Yeah, definitely.
Any sauce lines or anything coming out? Because them recipes in that book.
I know, they were off the chain.
We're like, I burnt 3, but I'm getting better.
Getting better.
By the time we hook up again, I'm going to be able to cook you something out that book.
At least one.
At least one.
By the end of this year.
They fancy. So, no pan line, cookware line. Because let's be rolling.
It definitely, we be hustling.
A lot of folks that start as child entertainers, by the time they're adults, they're functioning. Sometimes barely. But y'all have managed to go through all the generations and the decades and all the ups, downs, and in-betweens.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's for different reasons. I think it's obviously number one, and more than anything, it's our mother, the way that we were raised. But I also think that I was very blessed that we were working child actors, but we weren't famous like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have like Lindsay Lohan had, people stalking her and taking pictures and, like looking at every single step that she did. We didn't have that. We lived a complicated but as normal of a life as you possibly could. So I do think that, there was a different situation with us than we were so protected and so guarded. You know, and in some people's opinions in Hollywood, like, to a fault, but to a fault, that's why we are, you know, we're still together as a family unit. You know, our family is intact, and it was never a thing of my mother, honest to God, even though it became the family business, she still treated it like it was Little League.
So even as an adult, I have to ask, between Empire, you putting out an album, you're doing a tour in Europe, you're now on the U.S. leg of your tour. How do you keep your beard and your edges together? Because that is a lot. That is a lot. We saw you step behind the camera on Empire.
America Divided just came on.
I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Poet Taylor. This is WPGC
sorry.
TV.
I didn't know if you was gonna remember that.
And how, you know, in 1965 slavery didn't end it, but it evolved. Yeah, I'm a supporter of you and inspired by your work, so I got this.
Yes, you did, boo.
Like, that's a lot to have on your plate. You're still very young. That is a lot. Black don't crack, and we're gonna move on. There are a lot of people right now who are trying to figure out how to do what I have to do to get done what I need, but still dabble in my passion, still build on whatever my ideas are. You're managing to navigate that. So in full transparency, I'm asking, as a person that's trying to do the things at the level of which you're doing them, how do you get it done? Because some days I'd be like, 8 o'clock. Wait, what happened? So
You just have to look at yourself as a full-on company. And if you look at yourself as a full-on company, then everything else that you do will kind of be a subsidiary of that company. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like right now Empire is my day job. Mm-hmm. But
catch these gems. Wait a minute, it's like a video game. The coin's about to pop out. Here we go.
Empire is my day job. It is the thing that keeps me afloat. You know what I'm saying? It is the thing that finances everything else and folds into something else that can then fold into something else. So it's just about like flipping it and being like, all right, so now I'm going to do this, but it's no one thing is more important than the other. The music is not more important than Empire, but Empire is not more important than the music. And you know, the docuseries and the producing and the family cookbooks, the things that I'm producing that are coming up, those are all giants, you know, being on Issa Rae's YouTube, created by my brother James Bland, nominated for a Daytime Emmy.
We was getting to that, but we gonna come through on that one. Yes, thank you.
You know, it's, to me, my entire life is about stripping away everything and saying, if money was not an issue at all, what would I do? And then once I strip all of that away, then coming back and being realistic and saying, okay, so now how can I make money off of doing what I love? You know? And then it's hard. It's so hard, and it's hard work, but it's even in the moments of like stress and sadness and frustration or whatever, there is such a joy that comes in it. That's why, like, I heard somebody say a long time ago, I don't remember who it was, but I connected with it. They said, I don't believe in happiness. I believe in joy, because to be happy is just like a feeling, but joy is a deep emotion that no one can take away. So even in those moments where you are sad, where you are excited or happy, those emotions can be taken away, but joy is something that lives deep inside of you, and that to me is what like I carry around. It's just joy and love.
And you've been putting it and leaving it on stages across the country, most recently in Philly. You'll be doing DC tonight, U Street. This set out to me because I was like, wait a minute, he bringing this album with Hurt People. Wait a minute,
There's so much more. We doing a full show.
Ow! On the same U Street that just did their observing of the 50th anniversary of the 1968 riots, especially given the current tension just across this country. Like, do you know what it means for you to be going to each city, each country, and sprinkling seeds of love in places where people need it most? Like, do you understand the gravity of the work that you're doing and what some of my music has brought to people who felt like everybody's angry and out to hurt everybody.
And I understand. First of all, I love you. Thank you, boo. You do that same thing, honest to God. You do it like we all. I believe that we all do that in our own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your ministry? And your ministry is not about religion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what is your ministry? What is your gift? Whatever your gifts are, you're supposed to use your gifts as a ministry for love. There's no reason why you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're a chef, cook that meal with love. The people will feel that. You know what I'm saying? Whether you come out and you give the plate to them and you're like, yo, Negro, that shit was cooked with love.
You gonna love them for the plate.
Love on that shit. Love them mashed potatoes. Love them chicken wings. It doesn't matter. The people will feel the love that you put in it. If you build a house, build it with love. The people that live there will feel that love.
You not only lead with love, you lead by example. I'm going to start with your Hurt People video. When I find out that the entire crew, cast, fashion, all of that, all black, but from like African labor place, like you went and sought this particular set of people out. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to, but you consistently continue to give back like that. Why is that part important? Like I told you, you wear many hats and have many limbs.
Because I don't think that I give out any more than I receive.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we get what we give, and sometimes people have more and they try to take what we have away. We're not gonna get into that.
Whoopsie.
That motherfucker that lives down the street from here.
How about that part? Catch those gems.
Right.
Coins coming.
But I get so much love, and the love that I say is not as simple as, oh, they watch the show, I'm so grateful. Oh, they buy the music, they so grateful. Like, oh, like, what you use on your hair
and your skin.
I'm talking about the genuine love that that people will walk up to you and they will give you, and they will say just a gem of a story or just a quick thing of. This woman came up to me, for instance, in Germany, and she said, "You saved my life." She said, "You saved my life." And she starts telling me this beautiful story about the music and how she was going through something and something she was about to do something. And she, you know, I've heard this before, and it's strange to know that somehow your music is anyway connected to something as beautiful as that. But then she said, and the next time that I see you, I'm going to take a picture. And I said, no, we'll take a picture right now. It's fine. And my manager was there, and he's like, you can get, you stood in the line. Like, this is a meet and greet. Take the picture. She's like, no, I genuinely don't want a picture. I just wanted this moment with you. And I'm just like, people, we are all good people. And we just got to raise our volume, because the volume of hateful people, the people that are preaching hate, they're so loud. They just got to be lower, yo. Like, they just lower their volume and pump us up.
I know you have to get ready to perform. It's always great to sit down with you. I love you. If you scroll back on WPGC.com, you'll see the moment we met. I had longer hair. He had damn near no hair.
Ah, it's true.
Yeah.
I found out I got to cut my hair for season 5.
Oh, come on, yo.
Yeah, I got to cut my hair. I got to cut my beard.
Anybody want some bundles?
Y'all want some bundles? I'm going to donate.
You should donate your hair.
Yeah. I'm going to donate my hair. I'm going to see some little children walking down the street
with Jussie curls. That's my ponytail.
Like I did something good, though.
That's my man bun. Right. And this is when we know it's time to go.
We should make some Jussie hair earmuffs.
WPGC TV, Summer My Music Tour, coming to a city near you. DC gets blessed tonight. Jussie Smollett Music.com, at Jussie Smollett everywhere that you are.
Make a scarf.
We gonna make a scarf out of this man curls, and we gonna see kids walking all around the world with them Jussie muffs, some stuff on my chest. He gonna be like, yeah, my curls, they did it the best. Now, can you go to your sound check? We got things to do. It's WPGC.